They are boundless energy in small packages. Their size belies a fierce determination to climb quickly, to jump higher, to run fast, to express themselves.
That's your book.
With other support, they have become athletes. All before their second birthday. Fitness coach Doreen Bolhuis says it's never too early to get kids moving. In fact, the younger, the better.
Kick-Kids! Kick-Kids!
When we show babies how to move well, it is so exciting for them because they want to know how to manage their bodies. But people let babies lay there and then just hope they'll figure it out because they don't realize how much they're capable of learning.
Bolhuis owns a gym in Grand Rapids, Michigan that caters to young children and families. She's part of a new wave of entrepreneurs with names like Baby Goes Pro and Athletic Baby, who want to introduce babies and toddlers to sports.
We read to babies. We put them on our laps before they can understand language. We know it's important to introduce literacy at a very young age. Physical literacy is exactly the same process, but there is almost nothing for babies and toddlers.
That is, until her $13 GYMCO DVDs hit the market.
Can you touch your toes? Up and down. And we're going to simulate some movement with a racket, even though it may be a little while before a baby gets to the tennis court.
But what can babies really do? With the help of their parents, babies are taken through a regimen of jumping, swinging, and balancing. Bolhuis's line of videos use simple exercises to develop fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination.
In order to catch a ball and just for overall hand-eye coordination, it's important for your baby to be able to track things with his eyes.
Developmentally, it just pushes those kids leaps and bounds above children who don't have this experience.
So how low can you go? Bolhuis says even babies as young as 4-week-old Elena can benefit from these exercises.
Big stretch. Nice work.
Adults sell babies short because they can't talk yet. But when we teach from babyhood people to move well, they'll enjoy doing it and they'll continue doing it.
The parents in Bolhuis's gym classes definitely agree. Their kids have been climbing ladders and crossing the balance beams since they learned how to walk.
When we first started Austin, he was 13 months old. He'd only been walking for about a month.
Walk backwards.
We figured the sooner you start, the sooner they learn it and they hang on to it so that once they get older, they have the foundation of those skills. Obviously, Austin's not going to be able to hit a ball as well as a 5-year-old, but he's trying, you know, whereas a lot of kids this age wouldn't even try a skill like that because they don't know where to start.
You jump with your legs open?
While sports training for kids isn't exactly new, some doctors are skeptical that babies and toddlers can become athletes.
All sports can be, quote, started at a young age, but the average child can develop a good kick by 5 or 6, not at 2 or 3, and a good overhand throw at 7 or 8. So although a lot of these programs, they don't say, we're going to make you better athletes, it's for socialization, but I think there's a hidden message.
Still, sports education for kids under 2 is big business. Lil Kickers is a national soccer program that enrolls hundreds of thousands of kids, some as young as 18 months old.
I honestly feel that soccer is the easiest of all the sports to learn. The physical development that you see is rather significant. Little things like walking backwards, all the way up to kicking a soccer ball.
An 8-week class called Bunnies costs a little more than $100.
Give it a kick. Right through here.
So far, at this packed class outside of Detroit, few are on pace to become the next World Cup champion.
The first couple of weeks he was a little difficult, but he's learned how to kick a ball. He's learned to share a lot better, throwing, all sorts of things. It's been great.
Kick the ball.
Yeah!
Both parents and the organizers of these programs say their primary goal is to use sport as a vehicle to develop other skills.
I think the only thing that this has to do with soccer is the soccer ball that they use to play. But it's really, following directions, learning commands, learning coordination, running, stopping, turning, catching the ball, kicking the ball, things like that.
Green light! Through a repeated sequence of games like red light, green light, and cone towers, these kids learn how to follow simple directions, run around, socialize with other kids,
Come sit down and you'll get one.
and most importantly, have fun.
Oh, it helps her a little bit. As you can see, she kind of doesn't follow directions quite as well as the others, but she watches others. So, and she's learning. She likes to kick the ball. And
For these parents, programs like these are a no harm, no foul approach to sports.
It may be up to him what he decides to play, but I think it's a great introduction, and if he decides to play, then great.